next season. According to betonline.ag, here are the latest odds. Lakers are even money. 76ers are 4-1. Rockets, Cavs at 6-1. Spurs and Celtics at 10-1. Clippers, they're in the mix, 25-1. And Warriors Heat are a long shot at 33-1. Who wants to take this one?
Go ahead, Max.
Okay, which team needs LeBron the most?
The answer is the Lakers, because it would be the biggest coup for Magic, and Stephen A. made that point earlier. I think the best fit for LeBron is the Spurs, especially if they have Kawhi, but the team that needs him the most. Look, LeBron's presence, whatever people want to say about his leadership, and it's been imperfect. I thought he could have picked J.R. Smith up. He shouldn't have hit his hand against the whiteboard. Sometimes he can make his teammates feel diminished in certain ways. But by and large, he takes inferior squads to the finals every single year. And when you think about the talent on these young Lakers team, Lonzo Ball, very high basketball IQ, even if his shot looks a little broken. Good overall player, by the way, defensively, in terms of his rebounding, everything. You mean to tell me he wouldn't benefit by being with LeBron? Brandon Ingram, Kevin Durant looked at him and said it was like looking in the mirror at the same age. Even if Brandon Ingram never becomes Kevin Durant, even if the best he can do is some approximation of Paul George, boy, that's a hell of a player. You mean to tell me he wouldn't benefit from having LeBron? Same thing with Kyle Kuzma. Jason Tatum's getting enormous praise as he deserves, and Kyle Kuzma does some of those same sort of things. All those guys, a young, talented core, would benefit from being with LeBron, not just in terms of their basketball development, but in terms of the way they handle themselves on and off the court, in terms of the work that it takes to put in, that you have to put in. LeBron would be excellent for them, and of course, he would be excellent for Magic Johnson, who, let's face it, however else the Lakers have done it through the years, have always landed the big fish, it seems, and LeBron is the biggest fish.
I want LeBron to go to L.A. for obvious reasons. It's L.A.
Like
sunshine.
What? So you could go to L.A.?
It's sunshine. Hell yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Keep it real.
Wrong with sunshine?
That's exactly what it is.
I
The
love
sunshine, the sunshine, the palm trees, everything from Rodeo Drive to Venice Beach to Melrose, everything in between, all that stuff. All right? I would love LeBron in L.A. But the operative word here is need. Who needs him most? There is no one that needs LeBron James more than the New York Knicks. Nobody. And
Not even the Cavs?
Nobody. Not even the Cavs. Well, listen, he already delivered them a championship.
Yeah.
Do you realize the Cavaliers have a championship more recently than the New York Knicks?
I'm aware.
Everybody realize that? Everybody realize that?
I'm aware. The Mecca of basketball.
I don't know if Max Kellerman was born the last time.
I was not.
You were not born.
Same year, but it was before I was born. 73.
So the New York Knicks have never won a championship.
I was born in August. They won in January.
The New York Knicks.
That's
they won
so sad.
in October.
Not January.
The New York Knicks haven't won a championship since you were literally just born. Okay.
Right.
The reality is this. James Dolan and the New York Knicks, could you imagine if LeBron showed up in Gotham City? You understand? Now, don't get me wrong, you ain't going to win no damn championship. You'll need more than they've got. You'll certainly need Porzingis healthy. There's no way in hell I think LeBron will ever go to New York as long as James Dolan is there. At least that's what I've been told. But David Fizdale being there, his former assistant in Miami, if he wants a conversation, LeBron in all likelihood would grant him that respect. LeBron is fond of him, likes him, spoke up for him when he lost the job in Memphis, et cetera, et cetera. But here's the deal. The New York Knicks, Gotham City, the media capital of the world. That city, needs a LeBron James. Do you realize that the closest thing to a star the New York Knicks have had in damn near 50 years has been Patrick Ewing? Patrick Ewing. Now, don't get me wrong, Patrick Ewing, as far as I'm concerned, is a future Hall of Famer. Patrick Ewing was a great center, but in the same breath, he wasn't Russell and Chamberlain and Shaq.
He was one class below.
He was one class below.
He's with David Robinson in the class below.
Do you understand, Max? The New York Knicks have not had a superstar. Gotham City, New York, hasn't had a superstar since Walt Frazier and Earl the Pearl Monroe, Black Jesus, was playing in the New York Knicks uniform. They haven't had a star since then.
I'm going to piggyback your Knicks point. Here's what's important for people to understand about the Knicks and their need for a guy like LeBron.
Right.
Never in their history have they had an above-the-rim superstar. Ever. So
Never.
you talk about Clyde Frazier. Clyde was flash off the court. On the court, he was fundamental.
He was fundamental.
Right.
Earl the Pro was flash, but not above the rim.
But Earl the Pro was
Alma mater, Winston-Salem State, baby.
Earl the Pearl was the flashiest great player they ever
but not
had.
above the rim.
But he also joined a team that was already formed.
Right.
The team had already won a championship
That's true, in
in the couple
69.
years before.
Yep.
It was not like in the beginning of his career or anything like that. It was more of a rental and okay. Bernard King was a great player, but he was a shooter.
Phenomenal.
He wasn't an above-the-ring superstar.
Right.
Gerald Wilkins was above the ring, but he wasn't a superstar.
That's right.
Same thing with John Starks. Dr. J was, but he never played for the Knicks. He played for the Long Island, really, Nets. Right, in the ABA.
That's right.
Patrick Ewing was a big. Carmelo Anthony was a guy who was also not above the rim. They have not had the superstar high-flying scorer ever in their entire history. They have never had it.
Which augments my point. No one needs LeBron more than the New York Knicks.
I think I concede the point.